Hey everybody, it is Sandy from Two Fat Birds Creative doing a little late night pouring, and we are now testing out the Bond Craftor new casting powder. It is 3 to 1, or excuse me, 10 to 3. 10 parts powder, 3 parts water by weight. So let's see what we can get into here. Bond Craftor sent this to me. I asked about it and wanted to test it out, so they so graciously sent this. We're going to do this in grams. And they had a scoop that came with it. A couple of the scoops. So go ahead and do 200 since I just went over the mark for 100. Not that I couldn't have taken it out, but all right. 202. We're good with that. That sealed that up. Ooh, sorry. Taking y'all for a ride. So we want to do 60 grams of water. There we go. And now we just want to mix. Okay. And I'll just do my regular little mixy guy here. It's very, very white. Similar to another casting compound that I've used. Let's just get it all mixed in here. Seems a little less clumpy, so that's nice. And I'm just gonna drop these colors. We've got Vivid Orange from Home. Oh, apparently it was dried out there at the top. Not sure what that's gonna do. Try that again. Shaking up here. Okay. And this yellow is the one that came with the kit. So take this thing off. I have dropped this in these things so many times. And then we're going to use Ruby from Homeware Design Co. Whoa, that's not right. That should not have happened that way. There. Okay. I'm going to add actually another. This is a little bit purpley. I thought I had a less purpley one. Let's try this Autumn Berry. Get a good shake up. All right. Just looking for a marble in here. That yellow is vibrant and taken over. Let's do this mold. The one I had was a little bit big. I don't think it was going to work. I think it would have ran out. So we got a nice fiery color going on here. Let's stop that for a second. Tap. Give it a little squishy squish on the bottom here. And finish popping her off. Oop. All right, there she goes. That's all she wrote. Got a little bird over here. We'll just add some into her. Squish her head so she didn't get any bubbles. And we'll find something else small to put the rest of this in. Over pour there. Okay, and we'll find something else. And I guess we'll just be back upon demold. It's been a while since I've done one of these eco resin pours, so yeah, be back on demold. Bye. All right. Well, I already unmolded this guy because I just had a little snowflake mold hanging around there, so that's that. And then we have our little birdie. Let's go ahead and try and get him undone. Try and get his tail out. There we go. Just tossing him around. So there's our little birdie guy. And then our here. Sorry, just trying to use a little leverage against my body. And there he is. Let's get this. Jeez. Pretty marbling. You know, it's so white that the color does come out a lot lighter, but that's the same with some of the other ones that are that super white. But I think it's pretty marbling. Like pretty on the inside too. There's a couple little tiny bubbles around the edge. But yeah, well, next we'll get this sealed up and take a look at it. So my mold is not quite circle anymore. So a little more oblong. That's my mold. So yeah, we'll get her sealed up and take a look at her. So guys, we are going to take this Clark Stone and Concrete wax, and we are going to apply it to said little pot. Normally I have a different little, oh no, here it is, it's in here. I have my little sponge in here, and I just scoop some of this out. And then, look how it brightens that color, darkens that color right up. I'm not going to do the bottom. I do want to allow some of this moisture to go ahead and be able to still escape. Just buff it up, but you can see already how that wax just brings that color to life. Isn't that a pretty color? Pretty marbling. And I did do the top and the inside. I'm actually going to probably do about three coats on here. Now these little bubbles, I can sand these down a little bit so they're not quite as sharp, I guess, pokey. And to do that, I'm just gonna grab my nail file, wetting this down just a little bit. Try to keep some of the dust from flying up. They're not quite as sharp and jagged. Really, the only way to fix these is file them down, or I would make some more of this eco casting compound from Bond Craftor, and then just kind of try to color it and put little patches on there. We'll go ahead and just kind of taking it down with nail file. Yeah, that way they're not quite so jagged anymore. They're still there, especially that one, but it doesn't hurt. And then we just repeat the process again. I probably could let it just sit and soak in for a little while, which I'll do between the next layer. And when you're doing the wax, you should kind of re-wax it. I believe every 6 months is what they say. Again, I am leaving that bottom untouched so that the rest of the moisture can come out. Usually you wait about 3 days. And then buff all that off again. And I'll wait a little while for the last coat. And then stick around for the aftershots here. I want to thank everybody who subscribes to my channel and watches my videos. It is so much appreciated. It helps keep my channel going. If you're not subscribed, think about it. It is free for you. Helps my channel grow. Just boop the subscribe button if you're not. It's free. Or go ahead and point your camera phone to the QR code that's going to pop up on the screen here. And that'll link you to subscribing to my channel. If you're so inclined and you wish to support my channel and you have the funds to do so, I do have a Buy Me a Coffee linked in my linked in my description, and also a Amazon wish list. But if you are so inclined and able to do so, that also is greatly appreciated, and everything is donated back into my channel for continuing making these items that I love to create and show you guys. But watching and subscribing is really what helps make the channel grow, and I appreciate every single one of you. And with that, stay tuned for the beauty shots. See you later. Bye.